let me tell you something.
Keep going.
This is Lisa is absolutely amazing. Lisa.
I have a question for you.
Okay, she's got a question for me.
What's the
Who
quote
is
you live by?
interviewing who?
Okay, what's the quote that you most admire and use?
The quote? Nothing happens without you.
Great. And what person do you most admire that's living?
Let me think, Carrie. Oh, who's living?
Living.
Who's living now? Okay, who's living? Myself.
Good girl. And what virtue do you most admire in a woman?
I like a woman to be honest and truthful.
Good. And what phrase do you overuse that you just use too much? What phrases?
Well, I've been told that I use too much is when I call a man a young man. Because I'll answer the phone, hi young man.
Oh, that's what you overuse.
Yeah, I use that, but sometimes it gets me into trouble.
Well, Ninon,
if the guy's watching, he knows who it is.
All right, Katie,
Yes.
what quote do you overuse?
It is what it is.
It is what it is?
Yes.
Well, ain't that true?
What are your feet doing?
Oh, my feet right now. I got foot surgery, so there.
Point your toes. That's dance teacher stuff. It's dance teacher
Yeah,
stuff.
but look, I had foot surgery,
Oh, okay.
and to straighten them out because I was a ballerina in the New York City Ballet, which I am actually going to prove here.
wow.
And they, I don't want to show my feet. But anyways,
Well, it's too late now, you've shown them.
They put rods in them to straighten out the toes, and guess what? They have a mind of their own.
But do you still have the rods? Oh,
No, the rods are out. They went back to the way they were.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it's terrible.
No, it's not terrible. But Lisa, you
I'm
are big
filming-
and you are big and pale.
filming this. Oh my God. I'm going to turn this
I
off.
mean, as you can tell, this woman has no personality. Absolutely none.
Well, I had burnt French fries, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I bet you're feeling
But
good.
this is the first time I met Katie.
Yeah, I know. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she
Yeah, a
amazing?
co-host.
Yeah, I just love her.
Co-host.
Well,
But I had
everybody
to
has
ask
a
those
co-host.
questions. Okay, well, if you came back to life, let's say this episode, and you came back, what would you want to come back as?
My dogs, because they have the best life ever.
That's really good. Listen, my dog got saved. I was going to put him down where I was hysterical. And this man who lives in our house and like our caretaker, he said, there's nothing wrong with that dog. I said, what veterinary school did you go to? Well, I didn't, but I know this dog. I said, well, I know this dog. I'm this dog's mother. And he would not, after an all-day crying session yesterday because I'm losing my last dog, he got spared his life. So I said, it's on your watch, and that dog better be living when I get home from the
Absolutely. Otherwise, they're in trouble.
Yes, definitely.
And you're going to ask me the same question?
What do you want to come back as?
I want to come back as the Black Panther.
Why?
Because he rules. He's in the jungle. And
You don't think the pride of the jungle rules?
No, because I'm going to rule.
You want to rule?
I'm going to rule.
Here's a question for you for animals. In Africa, I went on a couple safaris. Zebras. I happen to love zebras. Do you know what a group of zebras are called? A dazzle.
A dazzle?
Uh-huh.
Oh, they would be a dazzle.
A dazzle of zebras.
We call them zebras.
Zebras.
It's a zebra. Yes. In England, it's a zebra. In
It's a
America,
dazzle of
it's a zebra.
zebras. That's not like a Sephardic term. I mean, I could be in one of the zebras.
You keep talking about living somewhere else. You live in the Bahamas as well, don't
I
you?
do. I have a home there. I've been there for 7 years. We just came back.
We being her husband.
Mark Tenner as my husband. I'm Lisa Tenner.
Yes.
Well, that guy's kind of cute. He's from you too, I think.
Yes. So you still flirt?
Yeah, I love ring. Don't put the ring back on.
Put the ring back.
No, we bought a
Have a
house.
heart attack.
We thought, well, if something happens in this world that turns upside down, like it could be actually Trump that turns it upside down, I want a place to get out of here. I don't want to be here. And I don't care who you vote. I want you to vote. But I picked the Bahamas because.
So she voted for the Bahamas.
But it's lovely. I was there the whole month of July. The weather was 80 degrees. The water was 80 degrees. I have a paddleboard which I haven't used, but it was beautiful. But people think, oh, Lisa, you're over in the Bahamas. How lucky you get to lay at the beach all day. No, I take from 10 to 11 is my time at the beach. Because then when I come back up, it's about 8:30 West Coast time when West Coast starts. And because my new clients are film producers, they're all over on the West Coast.
Now, when you say your new clients, what exactly? You do PR for a lot of people?
I don't do any PR.
No PR at all. So what do you do now?
No.
Social
Right now,
media?
I'm handling the post-production supervision of a film.
Okay,
And
which film is that?
It's a film called Lasso, and it'll be out in the horror genre sector. It's really not my specialty.
I think I've actually heard of it.
The producer, is Todd James Myers. He's on my Facebook.
Okay.
He's so gorgeous and so smart. And he wrote a book
So
called The
that's
Fall.
who you're after.
That's who I was
Oh, he's so adorable. So I'm working with him to get his film to market. So you have to find the distributor. You have to go to the festival routes. We have to look at
That's a lot of hard work.
Yes, it
That's
is.
a lot of
It's everyday work.
But also, you know, when you start this, obviously you get to know everybody, so it becomes a little easier as to who to go to for what movie and what. Or is each one different?
I'm really lucky because my son works at Cinetic, which is a small, they're the king of the independent films. They did Moonlight Kingdom, they did Boyhood, which was a Richard Linklater's film. They are now...
Was that Art Linkletter? I knew Art Linkletter.
No. Richard Linklater.
Richard Linklater. Okay,
The big
Art.
Art Linklater. Old.
Definitely.
And so I'm working with his crew, his producer, his director. He funds his own films. Right now I'm looking for a script for, I will not name the actors I'm looking for, but they're highly visible. They have a very big cult following. But to try to find the right script.
So hang on a second, how about us two? Can we do anything? Can we
Buy me the script. Buy me the script. I'll make sure we write you into the film.
Okay. See, there's always a catch. I knew there was a catch.
You know, it's showbiz.
So
they don't call it fun biz. They call it showbiz.
Showbiz, yeah, it's showbiz. So you got to buy yourself in, and then you get the part.
So I met him, literally, I met this guy in Maui 2 years ago, passing each other in a hallway. And we became very good friends on the phone or on Facebook. And then when he was starting to make his film, he would call me. I said, stop calling me, you haven't paid me a dime. Do not call me. Don't call me. When you hire me, then you can call me all you want.
Yeah.
He hired me the day he stopped filming. He says, now what do? I go, now we got to get post-production. We have to get the movie on, we have to get the sound, we have to get the music, we have to edit, we have to make a teaser, we have to make a trailer, we have to get it out.
There's a lot of work into it. I think people don't understand how much work goes in just to sort of
even just getting just the right sound and the cut. He had 250
sound is so important.
Well, especially in a horror film, because you have to build suspense and you have to make sure that.
So this is a horror film.
It's a horror film, but his next film will not be. It will be a buddy romance kind of film, which is going to be an easier sell. But a lot of people like horror films.
I was going to say, there's a friend of mine in Los Angeles, and that's all they do is horror movies. I'm like,
really?
Yeah. I will find out.
Will you find out who distributes
Yes,
their
I
films?
will. I will find out everything about it.
Todd, are you listening to this?
Yeah, listen to this. He had about 5 scripts, and he gave them to me. He said, do you know anybody that would like to do these movies? I said, not at the moment, but I'll walk around and see if I can find someone for you. But he was explaining it to me that horror movies, people absolutely love them.
Yeah, they do.
I don't.
There's a really big festival that'll be happening at the end of, or somewhere in November. It's called the Festival Fest. And Festival Fest. And Festival Fest is nothing but horror films. But if you go to Sundance and you get into Sundance, you get the 11 or 12 o'clock slot. So you keep the people awake beforehand. You put on a nice party, a little baby poker tournament, a writing bowl. You keep them up, and they win their money after they've seen the film.
After they've seen the film.
They don't get their winnings before it, and part goes to charity. So you're doing good for charity, and you're doing good
for the film. So as we've heard from Lisa, we have to take a break now, but Lisa's given us a little bit of the film industry of what's going on and what she does, and it's not as easy as you think it is out there. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work. But isn't that what life is? We'll be right back.